Flop is king, 7, king. Veloff still leads. Romano with a nut flush draw.
You know I'm rooting for the comedian against the engineer. I have no choice.
Romano checks his flush draw.
Don't trust this guy.
Veloff checks his 2 pair. Turn card now is a heart, and Romano hits his nut flush. Veloff now needs a king or a 10 to make a full house.
Ray not sure what to do. His writers aren't here. Bet, my friend.
He does bet 3,000. A little less than half that pot.
What exactly do engineers do, Lon?
I'm not sure.
Exactly.
This one, though, calls.
Julian makes the call.
Don't trust him.
To the river card. Queen of spades. Romano has the check mark with that made flush.
Ray is deliberate. He wants to play good poker. He doesn't want to make a mistake. But if he doesn't bet soon, I am taking his show out of syndication. Bet!
Doesn't have that many chips left.
Bet!
And Romano bets 10,000.
I like that bet.
Yeah.
Phil Hellmuth, Jason Young, and I all approve.
Veloff now with his pocket tens and the kings on board.
Well, I'll tell you this about Veloff. You know, I think if the engineer takes off the sunglasses, he will fold. If he leaves them on, he will call.
He leaves them on and calls.
I know my engineers.
And Ray shows the winning flush. Veloff sees that his cards are worthy of the muck.
Now we won one.
That was what you were asking for.
Just in time for Ray.
I was worried about I just thank you. I was worried about the full house.
Like a king, queen or something like that.
Oh, man, engineers never fill up. Still don't trust him.
Still alive. I don't want to go home.
I feel for you, buddy.
You don't know what's waiting for me there.
Romano was close to going out a short while ago, but he has thoughts about playing on day 3 now. This Poker Fact is brought to you by FullTiltPoker.net. If you have a flush draw on the flop, there's only about a 35% chance of making the flush. As they say, let the buyer beware. It's a much quieter Rio poker room right now. Over 1,200 players started this day 2 session. Under 500 remain. At table 2, Patrick Antonius still short on chips. In a hand with Gaetano Buddha right now. Patrick with queen 6 off. Buddha 7-5 suited. Now the flop and a pair of queens for Antonius. A gut shot straight draw for Buddha. Patrick checked.
Patrick had been in the big blind and got rewarded on the flop.
Buddha checks also. Turn card now is a 7. Pairs Buddha, but he's still behind. Patrick will lead out with 6,500.
Top pair for Antonius.
Buddha with his straight draw on a pair of 7s calls.
Buddha with a loose call there. Plus he had told himself to not get involved with Patrick.
A 6 on the turn gives Buddha a straight and the check mark.
What a disaster river card for Patrick.
He leads out with 14-5.
With a card that gives Patrick 2 pair gives Buddha the straight.
I'm all in.
And Buddha will push. And to call, Patrick will need most of his chips.
Patrick's gotten very unlucky here on the river. And it's hard for him to put Buddha on a 5. I mean, he raised pre-flop, so you figure Buddha has high cards?
Never 9, 10.
Say that again?
9, 10 you have?
No.
You don't have 9, 10? You swear you don't have 9, 10?
9-10 would also give Buddha a straight.
It doesn't really matter. I guess I just fold my. I just let it go. Just take it. Just bluff me out.
No, not a bluff, but Buddha still wins that pot.
Patrick Antonius with the right decision, but a dwindling chip stack.
His fiancee's chip stack moving in the other direction. Maya Geller continues her winning ways at another table.
Now, who's wearing the pants in that family, huh? Huh?
So it's good news, bad news for that couple. Over to Barry Greenstein now. Barry getting short on chips. He's got under 17,000, but they all go into the pot with a re-raise. He holds ace-jack of spades, putting himself at risk. Action back to Donald Norton, 23-year-old Irish World Series rookie, says call, and Barry Greenstein is behind and all in.
Barry, another one of my favorites. Bad news for the home team. Barry finds the wrong time to wake up with ace-jack suited.
And the flop is a bunch of blanks. No help to Barry Greenstein. Turn card doesn't help him.
Greenstein's going to need a jack.
River card is an 8, and that is going to do it. Donald Norton knocks off Barry Greenstein.
The great Barry Greenstein. Hate to see him get knocked out.
And the 3-time bracelet winner, as is his custom, will sign over a copy of his book to the man who knocked him out.
The only problem I have with Barry signing his book, people are waiting for that seat. It just causes a backup in the room.
Not even an ace on the river would have saved Barry Greenstein from elimination. Back to our feature table where Ray Romano has officially outlasted one of the best players in the world.
Who's one of the best players in the world?
Barry Greenstein.
Oh, right. I like him.
Romano with pocket 8s.
You know, Everybody Loves Raymond was a terrific TV show, but it's only number 37 on my all-time list of great sitcoms.
Is That's My Mama on your list?
101.
Romano raises the 3,000 with pocket 8s over to Leave You Ignat, 21-year-old Romanian player. He looks down at ace tray of hearts.
This is another engineering student with sunglasses. You see what my man Ray is up against all day?
Tough table. He's going to make the call for 3,000. Action behind him folds. And so Romano will go heads up against the young Romanian. Flop is 7-4 deuce. A pair of 8s still good for Romano, but what a drawing hand for Ignat. Straight and flush draws. Ray bets 6,000.
Well, for Ray, that looks like a non-threatening board to his pocket 8s.
Ignat, though, is putting together more than 6,000. He does raise it to 18.
If I'm Ray, that raise tells me I'm behind. Well, actually, Ray's ahead, but, he's behind. But he's ahead. Okay, I'm a little confused.
Poker is a confusing game at times.
Ray's 8s are best right now, but Ignat is favored with his flush and straight draws.
All in.
Ray pushes with those 8s.
Oof.
Now Ignat's going to figure, does he have the right price? Does he have the right cards?
How much more?
It'll cost him almost 25,000 more.
Call.
And he does call.
You got a pair?
Not a pair.
Boy, I would not have gone all in there if I were Ray, but I would have figured Ignat holding even a bigger hand. Ray now in a coin flip, he'll either be sitting pretty or he'll be sitting at home.
Now look at you.
So Ray Romano once again at risk. It's a heart on the turn, and Ignat with a flush and the check mark.
Man, all my guys keep getting knocked out.
Just like that, Ray Romano eliminated. He'd been on a nice run.
Good luck. What do I got?
He says his farewells.
Good luck. Good luck.
Well, my funny guy, Ray Romano, is out, but I still got my other guy, Jason Young. Hang tough, buddy.
That hurt. That hurt.
The first day 2 session of the main event was not as kind to Patrick Antonius as it was to his fiancée Maya, but both are certainly happy to move on to day 3.
I guess she made it too.
But for the 2 players atop the Player of the Year leaderboard, this day marked the end of a fabulous World Series of Poker.
Again, guys. Guess I'll go home, root for my friends, and see what happens.
The day was better for other pros. Chao Zhang moved on, as well as table mates Billy Gazes and Chino Reed.
Come on, boys, we're playing poker here.
And they're all looking up at our chip leader, Brian Shadlick.
Good luck. Oh, that hurt.
While the one everybody loves heads home.
It's fun to have something that gets your blood going. I don't want to go home. It's kind of like golf. I'm obsessed with something I still kind of suck at, but that doesn't mean I'm going to quit.
For Norman Chad, I'm Lon McCarran. So long from the main event of the World Series of Poker.